Okay, so it is a Royal Rumble week, and today we got a special Wrestle Round video, as we are not just covering all the latest wrestling news and rumors, but we are covering everything in regards to the Royal Rumble. These are 5 shocking returns and surprises rumored to be happening at this year's WWE Royal Rumble. Hit those notifications to always be up to date, and let's get right into it. First off, we're gonna talk about some shockers that we could be seeing in the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. Fair to say that Ronda Rousey has taken over the internet this week as we head into the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, because she is the latest and probably the biggest name that could be making a return to WWE this weekend. According to the Wrestling Observer Radio, this is pretty much locked in, and other sources have indicated how WWE has massive plan for Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania, and they're gonna be starting all of that at the Royal Rumble event. If Ronda makes that return, it's very possible that she wins the whole matchup, and WWE gives us something that they've been wanting to give us for quite a while now: her versus Becky Lynch in a singles WrestleMania main event matchup. Adding to the list of shocking returns is former champion and currently retired Paige. Especially over the last year, she has been teasing that she has been training to make a return, or at least to make some type of return to in-ring competition. With her still being contracted with WWE and her working towards getting clear, I can see her being one of the surprises to appear at this year's Rumble, even if it is for a one-off until later down the line she does make that official return. Talking about returns, usually in the Rumble we get superstars that come back from injury, and 2 big names that have been getting a lot of attention as of late is Bayley and Asuka. They have both been out of action, but Bayley has been teasing that she might show up at the Royal Rumble matchup. She's definitely been having some fun trolling the internet, and when it comes to Asuka, just 2 weeks ago we got reports indicating that she has actually been cleared by WWE already, so she is ready to return. It's very likely that WWE just been saving her so that she could be one of those surprises, and that women's matchup is gonna need some of those surprises because they already announced so many spots. Asuka and Bayley would definitely be top tier returns. Here's a bit of a surprising report / rumor, but maybe not really. According to reports, WWE is planning to make Austin Theory shine in the Royal Rumble. Expect him to get a big spotlight by maybe being the Iron Man of the match, getting a big upset elimination, and a very likely one that has been rumored already is that he will likely be one of the final 4 in the Rumble, which every single year that is a huge thing. It is the best thing in the Rumble if you're not gonna go on and win it. They are obviously trying to push Austin Theory as much as possible, with him having a Vince McMahon segment every single week, so really expect him to be a big highlight of this year's Rumble match, and for them to do something big for him at WrestleMania. Before we get into number 1, some honorable mentions, and that is for Braun Breaker and Gunther, formerly known as Walter, as this week it was reported that they are set to be at the Royal Rumble event, and although it's not confirmed whether or not WWE is gonna use them, usually is because that is what they are going to do. The Rumble usually adds some NXT superstars in there, so it makes sense to have Braun Breaker, who is the current NXT champion, and Walter, who is the next biggest thing that just came to NXT from NXT UK. And surely they didn't just change his name for no reason, right? And last but not least, at number 1, and this might be a bit of a shocker, and that is Brock Lesnar entering the Men's Royal Rumble and winning it. I know where you're thinking this sounds crazy, but to be fair, this has been one of the rumors. We have known for quite a bit right now that the plan at WrestleMania is to have Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar to main event one of the nights for the Universal Championship, or at least for one of the titles, and then the other WWE title will be on the different night. This is not unheard of, so with that said, we will need to see Brock Lesnar get defeated by Bobby Lashley, probably screwed over by Roman Reigns. So once he loses that title, Brock Lesnar is pissed off, enters the Rumble matchup, and wins the whole thing just to rub it on Roman Reigns' face and then pick Roman Reigns to main event WrestleMania and get that matchup that he never got at day 1. It's not my favorite situation for it to happen at the Rumble. Usually I like to see guys like Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Big E, Sami Zayn, or so on win the Rumble to then get a massive feel-good moment at WrestleMania WrestleMania, because Brock Lesnar could get that WrestleMania main event regardless. So there it is, guys. That is all the latest Royal Rumble news and rumors as of right now as we head into the event. Obviously, make sure to turn on those notifications for all of our wrestling news coverage. Let me know what other surprises you want to see at the Rumble. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.